Hi everyone, I hope you're okay, and I hope that the videos we keep uploading are helping you out. On this video guys, I'll be tackling the 10th question from the final examination which was written in the year of 2024. Yes guys, we're still focusing on mathematics paper 1, and please do expect a total number of 12 videos guys. Please note that guys, other playlists will be there as well. There will be a playlist for mathematics paper 2 as well as physics paper 1 and 2. So be aware of that, guys. Okay. Uh, Over here, guys, we're told that a cyclist rode from town P and stopped at town T. The speed in kilometers per hour at which the cyclist rode is represented by that equation over there. Note that speed is the rate of change. Speed is the rate of change in distance with respect to time. Those who are doing physics, guys, they are aware of that, because they do know that delta y, distance or displacement, is equal to vi delta t plus 1 over 2 g, or rather let's just say a delta t squared. If I find my derivative, the derivative of y with respect to t, I'll end up having vi plus 2 times half is 1, and then this is just at. This expression gives me a velocity or speed. Are you together? So if I'm given a distance equation, for me to find speed, I must simply find the derivative of that distance equation. The equation of the derivative will simply give me speed or velocity. Are you together? And then the second derivative, this is a constant now. Why is it a constant? Because I'm deriving everything that has t. So vi is a constant, a derivative of a constant is 0, and then the only answer is just a. So if ever I'm given the distance equation, for me to find the speed, I must simply find the first derivative of that distance equation. For me to find the acceleration, I need to find the second derivative. Are you together, guys? So if you are given a speed and you are being asked to find acceleration, from speed to acceleration, there's only one derivative. So you just need to find your first derivative, and then that will give you acceleration. If they ask you about acceleration, so please do note that, guys. If you have distance, for you to find the speed, find the derivative. Okay. A cyclist rode from town P and stopped at town T. The speed in kilometers per hour at which the cyclist rode is represented in this equation. This is speed. And they got this equation by deriving the distance equation. Are you together? Okay, but let's just answer these questions. Calculate the rate at which, or rather, the speed is the rate of change, or is the rate of change in distance with respect to time. Okay, calculate the maximum speed that the cyclist reached. Calculate the maximum speed that the cyclist reached, on this ride. Okay, this is speed, right? Negative 3t squared plus 18t. So for me to find the maximum speed, that means I must find the derivative. Once I see the term maximum or minimum, I'm simply supposed to find the derivative. Plus 18. Are you together? I'm simply supposed to find the derivative. So since it's maximum speed, take the derivative of the speed and equate it to 0. Remember that, guys, that this is already a derivative function, né? So a derivative of a derivative is a second derivative. That's why I have double prime over there. So now I'm taking this second derivative of mine, equate it to 0 because I want to find the maximum speed. So I'll simply say negative 6t plus 18 is equal to 0. Negative 6t is equal to negative 18. If I divide both sides by negative 6, the answer will just be equal to 3. So I now know that, okay, for me to find the maximum speed, I just need to substitute this amount, the value of t on my speed equation. Plus 18 times 3. Okay. Squared plus 18 times 3. The answer is just 27 kilometers per hour. So the maximum speed is simply 27 kilometers per hour, né? 27 kilometers per hour. Now they want us to find the distance, calculate the distance between the two towns. The person started at town, so this will show us the speed, né, guys? The person started at town at town T, they ended at town, they started town P, this is town P and that's town T, né? Okay, there's something common about these towns, guys, né? Initially the person did not start to ride their cycle together or their bike. So their initial velocity or the initial speed is 0, and then when they stop, obviously we'll simply have 0 over there. Are you together? So now let's find out the amount of time this person has cycled from town P to town T. Né? How can I do that? It's very, very simple. This guy is equal to 0. Are you together? The speed is 0 in both towns. So I'm just looking for the corresponding time. And since this thing cuts the origin there, that means I'm expecting one solution to be t is equal to 0. And it makes sense, guys, because initially the speed was 0. When t is 0, the speed was 0. Okay, I can divide both sides, each and every term by negative 3. I'll end up having positive t squared minus 6t is equal to 0. Take out a common factor, and then t is equal to 0. T is equal to 6. So it took 6 hours for the person to cycle from town P to town T. It took them 6 hours. Are you together? Now I do know the amount of time it took, but since I want to find its distance, I must know the equation of my distance at least. Okay, let's say, guys, the distance was given to us as s of t being equal to a t cubed plus b t squared. Yeah. So this will simply be equals to the derivative of this will be 3at squared plus 2b multiplied by t. But this and this are one and the same thing, guys. Né? So that simply means this 3a is equal to negative 3, the coefficient of t squared, and also 2b, the coefficient of t, is equal to 18, which is the coefficient of t. That means a is negative 1, b is equal to 9. So therefore, the equation of s of t is just equal to negative t cubed plus 9 t squared. So this is the equation for the distance covered. So for me to find the distance covered from town P to T, I just need to say S of 6, because I found the person has traveled for 6 hours, right? So that's negative 6 cubed plus 9 times 6 squared. Negative 6 cubed minus 9 times 6 squared. The answer is just 540 kilometers. The negative, guys, is just telling us about the direction. Yeah? Don't worry about the negative too much. It's just the direction. Oh, I punched things incorrectly. Yeah, man, I can see that. This is just 108 kilometers. Okay, guys, let's redo this thing now. We want to find the amount, rather the distance traveled from town P to T. Né? Okay, there's something in common between these two towns: the start of the journey and the end of the journey. When the journey starts, the speed is equal to 0, and when the journey ends, the speed will also be equal to 0. So let us just use this equation to find the time it took for the person to move from town P to town T. We found that the person took 6 hours to move from town T to town P. Né? But now, guys, you cannot just substitute the 6 hours over here. That will be incorrect. Né? However, we must simply find the distance equation. The distance if the distance equation is given by this, that means the derivative will be this guy over here. Are you together? 3at squared plus 2b multiplied by t. Remember that, guys, the derivative of your distance is always equal to the speed. Are you together? So this equation and that one are exactly the same. So that's why I have equated the corresponding coefficients rather. So 3a is equal to negative 3, and then 2b is equal to 18. Are you together? And then I found that a is equal to negative 1 and b is equal to positive 9. And then I just substituted that back to the original equation of the distance. But now I already know the amount of time the person took to move from point P to T. I just substituted that time in the distance equation to find the total distance traveled in kilometers. That's how, guys, you are supposed to tackle the question. Please do stay tuned and wait for more videos. Thank you.